Hi, guys. We made it to week 8. Congratulations. Well, this week, it's the time where you take everything you've learned from the 7 previous weeks and take that information to form your own research-based opinion. As you reflect on your learning this week, think about how your thoughts have changed since the beginning of the course. Which beliefs do you still have? Which beliefs have you abandoned? What new ways of thinking have you adopted? You will be elaborating on this line of thinking by reflecting on your lab experience through the development of a final case study project. I want you to go back and look at the rubric again, and I'm going to review that in just a few minutes here. So by the end of this week, you're going to be able to synthesize your beliefs about developmental literacy as it relates to an individual student's literacy learning through the creation of a case study. Reading assignments, guided reading chapters 21, 24, and 22, or 23, depending on your focus. And there is also this article about organizing for your classroom for literacy learning. Case study final project. Please do not wait until Saturday night to submit your project. I cannot accept work after the last night of class. So I would suggest submitting on Friday if at all possible. So as I said earlier, you have learned an immense amount of information in a very short 7 weeks. For your final project, you will be synthesizing all this information and reflect upon the teaching and learning experience with your student that you tutored. You may create an 8 to 10 page paper, including artifacts that you may wish to share. You could do a 10 to 12 slide PowerPoint presentation or a 5 to 7 minute video sharing your thoughts. Whichever way you decide to go, just make sure that you include the following information. What observations did you make about the literacy learning behaviors of your student? What strengths and needs did you observe? Examine the changes in yourself and the student over these past 7 weeks. How have your literacy beliefs changed as a result of this experience? And how has the child's literacy behaviors changed? What did you learn about the literacy culture of your student? How did you work together with your student's family during this experience? What methods of instruction did you use to teach this student? What research do you have to validate your methods? How did assessment factor into your literacy teaching? How will this information guide your future planning in curriculum, instruction, and assessment for this student? Please make sure that you use a scholarly voice and that you are using more than 5 research-based sources. Now, I want to look at the rubric. This is very similar to the rubric for developmental literacy if you're in 3043. Your project needs to show a deep understanding of content as it relates to individual students' literacy learning and supports instructional decisions with a strong research base. Your project shows extensive examples of how the framework was adapted to meet the needs of the case study student. It strongly describes the student's needs and strengths, is specific about literacy behaviors observed. You're summarizing your own personal reaction to discoveries. Indicates deep understanding of the student's literacy development and implications for curriculum, instruction, and assessment. Values the diversity in students' learning style and preferences. Now, appropriate citations. Project contains correct APA-style citations. To score maximum points, you need more than 5 research-based sources in addition to our course texts. So you could easily have 7 research-based sources. Make sure that your project is clear and concise. It's written in exceptionally scholarly language, and there are no errors visible. If you have questions as you're working on this case study, please email me. I would rather answer your questions than for you to guess. Before you submit your case study, please use this rubric and self-assess your case study. As I said, if you have questions, please ask me. Thank you.